What is up, guys? This is Danny here, or So Quick, as some of you may know me. But today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on Ableton Live 8.2, and this tutorial is going to basically show you how to sound like Deadmau5. So some of you may or may not be interested in this, but it's kind of cool if you want to watch along and see how it's actually done. Okay, so what I've really used to give me my main sound, which is a simple oscillator, is an instrument which is built in, which comes with the Ableton package, and it's called Operator. So what you're going to do is when you're going to go to the browser here, go to Instruments, drag Operator in here. So I'm going to rename that. You go Control, or if you're on Windows, or I don't know what it is on a Mac. So I'm just going to call this Lead Synth. Okay, so I already have the MIDI notes here of strobe. So this is the song I'm after choosing. This is how to get the sound of strobe. So they're the main lead notes, as you can see. Fold them down there for you. They're the actual notes that are going on in the actual tune there. Okay, so with that in mind, this is the lead. This is the lead sound here. So I'm going to drag. So it's Control, click, highlight, and drag down. If you want to copy something, that is. And I'm just going to drag it in here as well. Okay, so now I have my lead sound. The synth oscillator is going to sound very off at the start, but as you'll hear, this is exactly how strobe goes. Okay, so it's very low and muffled. So basically, to make the strobe sound, you're gonna need, see, these are things called oscillators, okay? So they're different sounds you can tweak to get the different synth sounds. So all I'm actually gonna be using is one, so I can just disable the last three. I'm just gonna be dealing with this one here. So this is the sound that just one gives me. It's very similar, but this thing here, the chorus, so this is basically the note pitch and the frequency tied in together with each other. So if I higher it, see, it gives me different pitch notes. I'm going to want to leave it at 2. Okay, so when you click in, if you just literally click onto the shelf there of the oscillator, and you're going to want to select, it's going to probably be selected an oscillator, which clicked envelope. Okay, so with Decay, I want to give it as little start and delay as possible. Decay is basically the delay at the start of the track. So I'm going to want to drag that all the way down, and I want to give the release. The release is this here. So the release is kind of the end bit of the synth. I want to give it a bit of a sustain effect. So maybe I'll give it a release about 3.5. That'll do. And this is a very important one here, a retrigger. So basically, it gives the wave here. It basically gives this. It basically gives this instructions on should this be free running or should it be. That's the way Ableton like to put it. Should it be free running or should it be tied into what it's going on here? So I like to give it a disable. I like to have a free running. But basically, these are called sine waves, okay? So as you can see, the different waves, there's different bit rates in each wave, and with different ones you select, they give you a different sound. So this is a 4 bit rate sine wave. Kind of sounds like a church organ. And these are called square waves. So there's a 3-bit square and a 16-bit square. You get the point. Okay. So the sine wave that we're actually going to want here is called a saw D. So it's kind of a very commonly known sound that's in a lot of progressive music these days. So here's what it sounds like anyway. You can kind of hear it coming along together now. Okay. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to select your filter. So you just highlight it on or off. Then you're going to want to click a low SVF. So this is like the sound variable filter. So it's kind of what is gone through and what it's basically what's letting come through the program on the filter. So you're gonna want to have we'll leave these two here for the moment, but basically again this is it's the very same envelope as we had here. So basically I like to drag mine to have them the same. I like to have them really up the top, so it's kind of up and around, it's kind of sharp, cut corners, very very punchy. Okay, so the decay, same as last time. I don't want to give it a lot of decay, but the release I'm going to give it a bit longer end on it this time. I'm going to give it about 6 seconds, 6.42. It should be okay. And this is what it sounds like at the moment. As you can see, when I turn the filter on and off, there's the different sounds. It's still kind of sounding very church organ-y. So I'm going to want to turn on my filter, so basically give it a bit of resonance. Resonance is kind of like the high pitch noise that's let through the high end, and this is the filter, so it's the modulation between the volume and the filter coming through. So if you turn this up, it becomes full again. So there's only one more thing now that I have to do. So this is the very end of the parts that you need here. So you're gonna turn. This is basically the delay effect. So I'm gonna turn the tone down first. Turn the tone of the delay. It's not really gonna matter that much when I turn it down, but once I start turning this down, voila. The song you all love and know to be strolled.